What's going on, guys? Before getting into this video, I wanted to wish all of the Muslim viewers a Ramadan Mubarak. So, in this video, 3 Film Red Yasopp and Usopp gameplay. But before that, I wanted to share my thoughts on these units. Now, I have 152.6% support, and that is huge. For 4 to 5 months of progress, this is beautiful. And I have so many resources saved up that I can start building up something else. Yes, indeed, if I do like a new unit that is blue or green, I can start working to that color. So for anyone looking forward to the series moving from red to another color, then hey, whenever a new unit from that color comes that I want to play, look forward to that. Now, of course, all my support right now is boost 2, 5/5 skills, and level 100 with 9-star medals all around. So I can't go further than that besides using 4 stars like this Snake Man that I bought frags for, or this Wano Law that I'm buying frags for at the moment. Of course, those are 4 stars, so they're very expensive to boost. So for now, I'm holding back until I really need to, because at the moment, they're not necessarily going to give me the traits I need. So I don't really need to do it now, besides getting more support percent, which isn't the most important thing. Now, 152.6%, not bad. Of course, let's talk about these units. Now, a quick summary is that these 2 units are beautiful supporting units, right? You will do fantastic things to help your team succeed, all right? They're not going to carry the game, but they can definitely support massively, and that's my favorite role. I love to be a support to my team because I'm not the most skilled player, so if I can assist them, that's fantastic. Now, I love Film Red Yasopp. Film Red Usopp, not as much, but Yasopp, I love him so much. So to anyone saying, how did I save for so long? And why am I not bored? It's because this guy is just incredibly fun. So first off, the medal set isn't by any means the most important thing. I have max defense 70% and 50% attack on him. And this skill, whenever I perfect dodge, I get skill 2. And of course, perfect dodging is very important for Yasopp. And I get some skill 2 when I'm in my treasure area. And this one just gives me some damage reduction when my allies are not with me. Of course, this skill is one of the best skills in the game. 25 seconds of capture block is just beautiful. The damage is not bad, and it knocks back. And whenever he knocks back a unit, he gets some healing. Very decent cooldown as well. To me, this is one of the best skills in the game. This skill, however, oh, it pisses me off so much. It's a good skill when it works, but when it doesn't, it tracks opponents through walls, and it doesn't go through walls like Ben Beckman. And sometimes it targets someone, and you think it would hit. There's no reason for it not to hit, but it misses, and it just drives me crazy. But how did this skill work? You can instantly launch it, and it will just knock back the opponent, dealing little damage, but healing you in the process, of course. If you hold it for the first charge, it will give them capture block for 25 seconds, and knock them back, of course. That's very good, but if you charge it twice, it will give you an attack buff, but also ignore damage reduction. So 20% attack buff and ignore damage reduction on the opponent. Of course, knocking them back and giving them the capture block for 25 seconds. Overall, very good. If you're in your treasure area, the cooldown of the skill is also very, very good. When you perfect dodge, you do hits, and it inflicts capture block, and it's fixed damage. So someone like Kaido, for example, EX Blue Kaido, you think you can't damage this guy? If you perfect dodge any of his skills or normals, boom, that's so much of his HP gone. Very, very strong skill, but the capture block and the heal is what's insane about it. Of course, you also get a 30% defense boost to make you tankier, and you get your dodge back instantly. And when you attack an enemy that's capturing the treasure, you get your skill 1 cooldown, but you also increase damage dealt. So if someone's capturing the treasure and you damage them, you're going to deal so much damage, especially if you pair this up with his 20% attack buff from his skill 2. Also, when you're using skill 2, even if you get hit by like a Kamusari or something, you will still stay holding it because it changes down to a stagger effect. When your HP is above 70%, 50% DR. The problem is, once you're under 70%, you pretty much don't get any damage reduction. But the defense boost from getting a perfect dodge definitely does help. And of course, if it's more than 50% of your damage from that skill that you will receive, you get a damage reduction of 50% from this trait here. And in your captured treasure, your knockback will be increased by 2 times the distance where you'll throw them, and your skill 2 will come back so fast. And of course, when you knock them back, you heal and get your skill 2 back. Beautiful skill. Everything about this unit works perfectly fine. Your skills come back like this. Capture block, in my opinion, the best thing in the game right now, with all the runners running around. King, Hybrid Kaido trying to back cap, Marco. all these runners, Big Mom, light work, baby. It's so good. This Usopp, on the other hand, unfortunately, mine isn't 6-star, so I can't see him at his max potential. But in my opinion, he's not as good, but he's still fun, and he does a lot of supporting. This skill gives more normal attack damage, and this will, whenever I get knocked back, reduce my skill 1 by 5%, which, of course, is a trait of his. And, of course, for my percentage, they are. And for his skills, this skill is amazing. Okay, whenever you do it, you will stun and decrease their defense, which is just beautiful, and the damage is actually not bad at all. And of course, we're gonna talk about why this skill 1 is really good. But this skill is a sleeper, man. Like, it one-shots Shanks and Rogers maxed out because they're attackers and they're green, and this skill does ×2 damage to attackers. Very good, very good. Now, he nullifies negative, so that's only good against Piranha, so not really that important at the moment. But when you use your skill 1, you remove their status effects that buff themselves. So Shanks, Akainu, Sabo, and potentially so many future meta units. I love to see that. I love to see that. Of course, it also increases the enemy dodging by 100%, so they don't have their dodge after you use your skill 1. It's just so good. Also, in your third hit of your normal attack, you will remove the attack increase completely. So Shanks, Zoro, other Shanks, anyone, all these new meta run attackers, if you hit them with your third hit, attack buff all gone. They have to reset it. Beautiful, beautiful. Also, he has 3 lives, which is just insane. When you attack an attacker, you increase normal attack damage and you get your skill 1 faster. And again, skill 1 is just an insanely good skill, because even if you remove their buff state and died, your teammates don't have to deal with the buff state. It's just beautiful. And of course, under 50% HP, you get your dodging more often to help with the rattiness of this unit. And when you somehow deal damage and then the stun from your skill 1 gets nullified, so anyone that has nullify status effects or nullify stun, right, you increase their skills by 50% and you get an attack buff. Very good. So there's no reason to not ever use this guy, maybe unless you're fighting Roger. But even then, sometimes it's worth it. But besides Roger, you always want to use this skill. Always. And on the green Shanks, only if he has his buff state, of course. And whenever you're knocked back, you get your skill cooldown. Overall, beautiful units, supportive units. I love them, and I can't wait to summon for a new unit now. But Yasopp will always be in my team. Alright, so let's take a look at some gameplay. We talked for a long time, of course. And let's see here. So, of course, look at this. I see the Shanks is waiting for me. Right, Mr. Shanksy, he's waiting for me. So yeah, he wasted his skill. As you can see, he completely wasted his skill because he's brain dead and he just saw a YouTuber do it, and that's why he's happy that he was gonna do it. But it didn't work out because he just stayed. Now I use my skill 2, and of course the Big Mom did die. But if I go back to the footage, or if you guys go back through the footage, you can see that the Big Mom got nullified. Capture block, and we dealt a good amount of damage with that skill too. And of course, we knock back that Shanks, getting a perfect dodge here, which is beautiful. And now we're just waiting for the Shanks to show back up. We're dealing damage, get another perfect dodge. Unfortunately, on Shanks, he gets some healing out of it, but we're still slowly dealing damage. And now I don't even need to be there because he has capture block. Of course, now he's using his remove state, so he removed it. But there's still an Uta up there, so we don't have to worry too much. Now, of course, again, this skill missed completely, but we're gonna go make our way back up because now we just need to, do our defender job. No one's down, so yeah. So of course, Uta deals with it, and now we don't really have any reason to do anything. But I said, hey, 2 of them are dead, so let's come here, capture the flag quickly. We have a Cracker, and I just waited, let him capture so I can deal big damage to the Rayleigh. Now he can, and the Cracker, of course, can use his thing, but of course at the time I wasn't too sure if the Cracker was going to do his thing. So yeah, I did dodge, but that was a mistake because Cracker's skill was doing its thing. Alright, so overall, beautiful here. We're doing some nice defending. The opponents are really getting fucking destroyed by our team, but we're holding our own. And look at that, perfect dodge. And here another perfect dodge was missed, but we could not hit the Big Mom because unfortunately the Akainu took the hit. And he was in his state, so he did not get capture buff. But if we inflicted it on with Big Mom, that would have been beautiful. Kaido, wow, coming in clutch big time. And now we're, as you can see, we're dealing big damage to Big Mom, but it doesn't stop her. But boom! Even though she got the heals, look at her HP. It's so low. And she can't capture. And again, this skill, just beautiful. Beautiful skill. And bam. Really, sorry, my guy. Knock him back real quick. So we were already at full HP. We didn't need it. But here, we dodged too early. But our Zoro comes in clutch. As you can see, we're doing some supporting. And the teammates doing some carrying me as well. Now we hit the Shanks with the skill capture block. I could just leave, but there's another Shank showing up. We dodge a bit too early, but we don't get hit from the dodge abuse. This is going great. Kaido again coming in clutch. Here, I feel like that should have been a perfect dodge, but hey, we were maybe a bit too behind him. Overall, we're doing our thing. 7.6k score is a bit too high for normal standards, but that's how it is. Now, I just need to clarify that I did not try to get insane gameplay at all. You know, I just decided, hey, I had good connection that day, so I played one game, and then I started recording once I realized I had good connection. This was the first game I recorded. Now, the next two games, guys, I will let you guys watch without my commentary. But I just want to say that we do have a 2-star on our team. And on the next game, that 2-star will be against us. So, just so you guys keep in mind, having a 2-star on your team will happen. But sometimes it will be on the opponent's team. So don't feel bad, because in the long run, it's always going to be equivalent. And just whenever you play the game, guys, take it chill. No need to be frustrated. And if you get really angry, close the game. Do something else. Listening to chill music can help. Going out and doing other things and coming back when you're positive and your mindset's been reset, that's the best thing you can do to keep enjoying the game in the long term. If you're playing until you're mad and you're playing mad, you're just going to hate your teammates. You're going to hate yourself for the anger that you felt at that moment. And it's not your fault, but you could have just, you know, relaxed a bit, done something else, and then returned with a better positive mindset. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Enjoy the rest of the gameplay, and peace.
ぶち込まれてえのはどいつだ。から見せてみろ。
わらわが何をしよう。世界中がそれを許してくれる。
さて。こうした調子に乗るな。危ねえ危ねえ。いい加減にしろ。3分こに切れ。危ねえ。
なかなか素早い。
食わせるか。危ねえ危ねえ。こんなもんかな。俺と戦えるやつ買わせるか。頼む。ねえな。
なかなか素早いの。
いくぞ。
どこを見てもスレイバー。
さて、おかしら。邪魔するな。命の限り答えてやる。暴力の世界さ、ぶっ殺すか。ファイヤーだしたー。ナスレシアいけ久々に緑星竹しゃべりいけ久々に緑星竹しゃべり足りねえな。こんな邪魔だせよ。くそー危ねいけ久々に緑星竹しゃべり危ね電撃ナスレシア
やれるな。
首をどうしたぶち込まれているのはどいつだ。お前を処刑する。ついてこれるか。行くよ。大したことねえな。海の木図となれ。血が騒ぐな。はっ。これは狙いは悪く。行くよ。
めんどくせえ。めんどくせえ。
私は常に真剣なんだよ。海の木図となれ。おかしら。血が騒ぐな。私は甘くないぞ。
命の限り答えてやら。
狙いは悪くはない。
ファイヤーバードスター。いけ。必殺に乗る。
必要はない。
レースは書かないでよ。
これはどうかな。
ライブはまだまだ続くから一旦休憩ね。
いい加減にしろ。
ファイヤーバードスター。
穴じゃ済まねえ。真っ二つだ。
くそー。
調子に乗るな。これはどうかな。狙いは悪くはない。楽しく行こうぜ。
めんどくせえ。
頼む。
めんどくせえ。
さあ、こんなもんかな。行く。ほら。海の木図となる。
どれクソガキ。